Hello MMO freaks and fairies. Today's topic is graphic art styles in video games, especially MMOs. As some of you already know, I talk a lot about MMOs and Riot games. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you liked what you see, hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciated the views from my last video, and I can't thank you enough. It's so satisfying to see that all the work I put in my videos is appreciated. But also, if you don't appreciate what you see, I'm always open for feedback. So, okay, no further wasting of your precious time. Let's talk about graphics. We all know that graphics are a very important topic in the gaming community. Some people like hyper-realism, while others like cartoony graphics. One thing is clear, graphics do matter in games, even if others may convince you it doesn't. And of course, I myself would put gameplay on the first place, but graphics do have a bigger impact than we might think. It's not just graphics, it's actually an art style, like Picasso or Da Vinci. For this video, I listed some potential graphic styles to make a little overview of what is possible for the upcoming MMO made by Riot. At the end of the video, we will choose the most likely one. Please do keep in mind that this is my unfiltered opinion with some sharing of my thoughts, and that nothing is confirmed by Riot. Let's dive down the rabbit hole. As you know, to every graphic art style, there are some pros and cons. We'll also go over the pros and cons for each style. Okay, the first art style that pops into my strange mind is pixel art. Wait, what the hell? Pixel art? Why the hell did I put this on my list again? Oh yeah, because Minecraft. Look at how popular Minecraft is. Apparently, people really like a world shaped in boxes. Personally, that's not my preferred style for an MMO, but there is a game studio that sparked my attention over the years. That studio is called Hypixel, and they are making a game called Hytale. This game is based on a Minecraft mod. Originally, the creators were actually Minecraft modders. So what do they basically do? They take the idea from Minecraft and expand it to a community-driven open sandbox MMO experience. Oh, and did I tell you already that Riot Games themselves are investing in this small studio? So be ready to see some collabs in the future. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, fuck. I'm totally distracted from my intent of the video, so let's focus. Graphics. So yeah, cubes. Cubes. That's pretty much it. Okay, next. Low polygon style. Or in other words, lazy shitty old graphics. Best example in my opinion is old school RuneScape. Don't get me wrong, I love RuneScape, and over the years it has actually managed to keep a certain charm to the graphic style. Some people love the low polygon style. I wonder if that is a part of the nostalgia, because some friends really don't like this style and refuse to play OSRS just because they feel that the graphics are completely outdated. You see why graphics are really important? I personally love the OSRS style, but I do wear the rose-tinted nostalgia glasses with pride. There is also a very big audience that enjoys the crispy reality feel. Hyper-realism. Why hyper? Because it sounds cool, okay? Hyper-realism is an imitation of the real world, or as close to it as it can get. In this style, we can see a lot of different styles in the mix, but the main priority is to give the impression you are running in a world that could be real, and that also presents elements that are rendered as real objects. Textures and polygon count are super important in this style. The crispier the textures are, the more realism you create. And realism can also be created in fantasy settings. Look at The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, for example. They go for a hyper-realistic feel, a world that actually could exist. That's why this style is all about immersion. There is a big con to this style though, and that is dependency on expensive hardware. Sometimes it takes the newest hardware just to play a new game that applies this style of graphics. And in my opinion, that's cool for a AAA title that runs on the latest console, but for MMORPGs, you kind of want to reach a huge audience, otherwise it's just an morpsh. See, that doesn't sound as cool. This brings me to my personal preferred style of choice. May I introduce you cartoon style? A very famous example of cartoony style of graphics is World of Warcraft. Other examples are Fortnite, Borderlands, and of course Overwatch. But also League of Legends itself has a cartoony flavor in my opinion. This style clicks the most with me because it can give you that streamlined experience where everything fits in place. Also, by my experience, this graphic style is most of the time built to last for the ages. Because it's not based on realism, it's based on a cartoon drawing, but then in 3 dimensions. And I couldn't talk about cartoony graphics without the next style, cel-shaded graphics. If I say cel-shaded graphics, the first things that pops in my mind, and probably also in your mind, is The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, the legendary GameCube game that is made almost 2 decades ago. This is a very good example of cel-shaded graphics, but also Dragon Ball FighterZ Z and the Sly Cooper series from the PS2 era come to my mind. But what does cel shading now actually mean? Cel shading is a type of rendering that uses photorealism in order to emulate the look of 2-dimensional drawings. Cel-shaded games have a timeless quality that tend to age better visually than games that, for example, prioritize polygon count over creative art direction. With the proper use of color, texture, work and lighting, even a cel-shaded game from the 2000s can look as good as a modern-day AAA title. That's why I'm a huge fan of this style. And if you want to create a game that outruns the test of time visually, then this is the way to go. In my opinion, of course. Okay, I want to add a big side note here that is related to Riot Games MMO. We can already see some possible art direction through games and other media from Riot. Almost all their games include a certain cartoony style of graphics. League, TFT, Valorant, Legends of Runeterra, and of course not to forget Arcane. Also, the trailers for their games show a lot of cartoony flavors. They are not all the same, and Riot experiments with a lot of different art styles. But time and time again, there's a red thread, and that thread is cartoony vibes. And that makes my hopes and dreams even better. Okay, to end the video, I would love to hear your opinion about graphics in MMOs. Which styles are your favorite and what kind of style you think Riot will implement in their upcoming MMO? Drop a comment below and let's start a discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.